The only one in there, and here's the thing that bothers me about well, a lot of this bothers me, but one thing that bothers me most, they know that we know.
Attention. You were being an attention whore. And so because your basketball couldn't do it, you went to other things.
Angel Reese recently made headlines after revealing that she couldn't even afford her rent on her WNBA salary. Now, things have taken a shocking turn. The WNBA has handed her a lifetime ban. But here's the twist. Reese claims it's all because of something her coach told her to do. So, is she a victim? Or is there more to the story? Let's dive into the drama that's rocking women's basketball. Reese was a star at LSU, dominating college basketball with record-breaking performances. She averaged 20 points and 15 rebounds per game, making her one of the most dominant players in the game. Reese was a double-double machine, making opposing teams look slow and outmatched. Everyone expected her to transition smoothly into the WNBA and carry that dominance into the pros, but that's not what happened. Once she hit the WNBA, it was like she forgot how to play. Her production dropped sharply, and some nights she struggled to even hit double digits. For someone who was so dominant in college, this was a major surprise. You'd expect her to at least come close to her college stats, but it's like watching a completely different player. Her shooting efficiency has also taken a big hit. In college, she shot over 50% from the field, picking her spots and finishing with ease. Now, she's shooting under 45%, which is a significant drop for someone who thrived in the paint. It's not just the stats, though. You can see the struggle in her body language and decision-making on the court. What makes this even more shocking is Reese's claim that her coach's advice led to her downfall. That raises even more questions. Did her coach give her bad advice? Or is there something deeper going on? The fact that the WNBA handed her a lifetime ban suggests that there's more to the story than we're hearing. Reese's fall from grace has quickly become one of the biggest stories in women's basketball. She went from being the face of college basketball to struggling in the pros, and now banned for life. Whether she's a victim or not, this controversy has left fans wondering if we'll ever see her back on the court.
The acclaimed villain has decided to go after the queen. Now, Angel Reese has decided to antagonize lonely grown women.
She's hesitating, second-guessing herself. Where's the confidence we saw at LSU? It's like she's carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, and it's not improving. Game after game, everyone's waiting for that breakout moment where she proves why she was such a big deal in college, but it's just not happening. Fans are getting frustrated, and analysts are confused. Nobody expected this kind of struggle from someone who dominated so effortlessly in college.
The Chicago Sky said goodbye to Teresa Weatherspoon, saying that it was time to, quote, make a change.
You have to wonder what's going through Angel Reese's mind. Is it the pressure, the speed of the pro game, or something deeper? This isn't just a rough patch, it's a full-on collapse. Just when it seemed like Reese's struggles couldn't get any worse, the real shocker dropped. What if her on-court issues were just the beginning of a scandal that would rock the entire WNBA? It all started with a rumor, a wild claim that most fans dismissed at first. Angel Reese using steroids? No way, right? But in the world of pro sports, where there's smoke, there's often fire. And this fire was about to engulf the entire league, at first. It was just social media chatter. Fans speculated about Reese's sudden decline in performance, wondering if something was off. But then things got serious. The WNBA announced they were launching an investigation into Reese. Suddenly, she was missing from games, no explanation, just gone. Then came the bombshell. The league claimed they found evidence of steroid use. Angel Reese, the college superstar and future face of women's basketball, caught in a doping scandal. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, but it didn't stop there. Rumors started swirling that Reese's coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, might have played a role in it. Was she involved, or was Reese acting on her own? The fallout from this scandal has left fans and analysts stunned, And the truth behind it all might be even darker than anyone expected.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. I saw that spoon, Teresa Witherspoon. She was a WNBA player, unbelievable player. She got terminated today from Chicago Sky.
If you're her coach and you care about her, you're not doing this. You shouldn't be making the focus another statistic.
Can you imagine a legendary player turned coach getting mixed up in a steroid scandal with her rookie star? It's like something straight out of a movie. The Chicago Sky's season started falling apart faster than a cheap sweater. They were losing games left and right, and team chemistry was completely shattered. Players were looking over their shoulders, wondering who knew what and when. It was a mess, plain and simple. Angel Reese, once the face of women's basketball, went from being the talk of the town to the center of a full-blown controversy. Fans were divided, some heartbroken, others angry. It felt like the entire basketball world was holding its breath, waiting to see how it would all play out. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just about Angel Reese anymore. This scandal was shaking the entire WNBA to its core, raising big questions about integrity, the pressures young athletes face, and just how far some might go to succeed in such a cutthroat league. As the scandal unfolded, the WNBA faced a major decision. They could go easy on Reese or make an example out of her. What they did next wasn't just surprising, it was unprecedented in league history. Let's talk about how the WNBA usually handles steroid cases. If a player gets caught using steroids, the punishment is usually a slap on the wrist, maybe a 20-game suspension. It's serious, but nothing career-ending. But not this time. When it came to Angel Reese, the WNBA went nuclear. They didn't just suspend her for a few games or even a season, they handed her a lifetime ban.
You heard that right.
Angel Reese can never play in the WNBA again. They didn't just end her season, they crushed her dream right in front of her. The reaction was immediate. Even people who had criticized Reese before started saying this was way too harsh. The punishment didn't fit the crime, at least not to most people. What started as a rumor exploded into one of the biggest scandals in WNBA history, and now, the league's harsh response is becoming just as controversial as the scandal itself.
Angel Reese, which is absolutely ridiculous, and let's talk about how ridiculous it is.
Attention. You were being an attention whore. And so, because your basketball couldn't do it, you went to other things.
It's like the league is making Reese the poster child for what not to do. But a lifetime ban for a rookie? That's harsh. And it's not just Reese facing consequences. Her coach, Teresa Witherspoon, is suspended too. The fallout from this scandal is hitting everyone hard.
Broke it. I'm literally lost for words, knowing what this woman meant to me, and that change meant that Teresa Witherspoon had to make her
The Chicago Sky organization is in total chaos. Imagine being on that team right now. It's got to be a nightmare. Social media is exploding with opinions. Some fans are defending Reese, saying she deserves a second chance, while others are calling her a cheater and saying she got what she deserved. It's a complete mess, with everyone taking sides. The WNBA is also facing serious backlash over the decision. Many people think the punishment is way too harsh, especially for such a young player. Reese is barely out of college, and now her pro career is over before it even had a chance to take off. The fallout from this scandal is massive, and it's not dying down anytime soon.
Hurting her, and then you're hurting your other players.
Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark?
This scandal is raising serious questions about fairness and proportionate punishment. Just when it seemed like Reese's career was over, she dropped a bombshell that could change everything. Is she the victim here, or is this just damage control? The answer might shock you. Angel Reese isn't going down without a fight. She's telling anyone who will listen that the whole steroid mess wasn't her fault. And here's the twist. She's blaming her own coach, Teresa Witherspoon, claiming that Witherspoon told her to take the steroids. It's like a real-life soap opera unfolding in front of us. You'd think the Chicago Sky would back Reese, right?
wrong.
They're furious. In fact, they're suing Reese, claiming she single-handedly ruined their season. Talk about adding insult to injury. Things are getting nasty. Reese isn't staying quiet either. She's all over social media, defending herself and calling out the league. She's saying the WNBA had it out for her from the start, that they never gave her a fair chance. She even posted, "If it ain't on camera, I guess it ain't happening." This scandal has turned into one of the biggest stories in WNBA history, and it's far from over.
They saw what was going on with Angel Reese and how committed, for lack of a better word, Teresa Weatherspoon was.
Angel Reese is the villain, Caitlin Clark is the hero, and Angel Reese continued to play into it last night by getting ejected, and it's almost like it's all scripted.
It's like Reese is trying to tell us there's more to the story than we're seeing. And here's where it gets interesting. Some big names in women's basketball are coming to Reese's defense. Legends like Cheryl Swoops and current stars like Aya Wilson are speaking out, saying the punishment is way too harsh. They're questioning whether a lifetime ban for a rookie is really justified. Chindi Carter, another WNBA player, has also backed Reese. She's saying Reese is down there battling hard, playing strong, and trying to get foul calls. Exactly the kind of grit you want in a player. It's like the players are forming a united front against the league's decision. Even NBA players are stepping in. Lonzo Ball from the Chicago Bulls offered to pay Reese's fines for technical fouls. He posted on social media, "Ref that threw out 10 Angel is weak B. You know who you are. Keep your money. Angel, I got you." That's serious support from across the basketball world. But here's the thing, even with all this backing, Reese is still banned. Her WNBA dream is over before it really started. It's like watching a slow-motion car crash and nobody can look away. This Angel Reese drama isn't just about one player anymore. It's shaking the entire league to its core. The WNBA has to take a hard look in the mirror and ask if they're really supporting young players or just coming down hard when things go wrong. And this isn't happening in a vacuum. With the current WNBA contract deal about to expire, you know players are going to use this scandal to push for better pay and support. Reese herself pointed out that she couldn't even cover her rent on her WNBA salary, and now her career is over before it even had a chance to take off. This situation isn't just a scandal, it's exposing deeper issues within the league. The fallout from this decision is far from over.
The only one in there, and here's the thing that bothers me about well, a lot of this bothers me, but one thing that bothers me most, they know that we know.
That's wild, right? One thing's for sure, women's basketball will never be the same after this. The big question is whether all this drama will make the league stronger or tear it apart. Only time will tell, but you can bet it's going to be a wild ride from here on out.